Well there guys, it's Jugget82. This is going to be a very quick video. Just got finished watching Wrestlemania and found out some shocking news from WWE. They've let go some wrestlers. That's not shocking. They've been doing it for a minute. And the one that shocked me recently was Samoa Joe. But this right here is even more crazy. They've just released 5 different wrestlers. I'm going to go through them right now. We have Braun Strowman and Aleister Black, Ruby Riott, Lana, Santana Garrett, and Buddy Murphy. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Out of the list of the wrestlers, first of all, I want to sit there and wish all the wrestlers the best. But with Braun Strowman, roughly 3 months ago, was at WrestleMania, that wrestled Shane McMahon. Aleister Black, who WWE had been doing promos for this man for a couple of weeks, and he came back and he attacked Big E. This is what I'm going to just be real, man. As you can see behind me, I have those belts. It's over in over those belts. I have those belts right there. Those are toy belts, of course. But the thing about them is they reflect a little bit of the inside about my wrestling and what I love about my wrestling. I've been a wrestling fan for years. And I'm kind of like puzzled. I mean, I understand that WWE has to do cuts. And I did understand this by them having a deal with NBC as well as Fox. All that money. All about the money. And then I sit there and hear about what Brock Lesnar is supposed to be returning. So they're cutting fucking wrestlers. And then they're cutting top tier wrestlers to give him his money. Because you know Brock got to get that money, man. Got to get that paper. Because the WWE's gearing up for live events, shows with fans. So they want to entice the fans. I am like this. I watch all kinds of wrestling. New Japan, bits and pieces. I watch some of it on YouTube and stuff. And I'm not going to lie and say I've been watching full-fledged WWE programming in recent months and this and that. But it kind of makes you think. Looking at AEW right now, when you have Big Show just recently came over there, and now the world's strongest man, because people say I kind of look like Mark Henry, because somebody going to get their ass kicked. But I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. You just had two wrestlers, and I'm not knocking Ruby Riott and them and all them, but these two, Braun Strowman and Aleister Black they was on your fucking they was like your shit, and you just let them go like they was shit. Now, as they said something about a rumor of WWE being sold. Shit, well, but the thing that kind of puzzles me, and it's just being real, is how the mighty have fallen. What WWE/WWF, everything in between since I was a little kid, was like, the shit, the truth. Don't want to get me wrong, WWE had their low points, like, you know, when the new generation hit, everybody wasn't feeling it, and you know, this and that. But when the Attitude Era came in, and then the ruthless aggression, and, you know, as time went on, of course, the product did start wavering. But this right here is this is ridiculous. You just let wrestlers go like they ain't shit. Guaranteed contracts in wrestling, that don't mean shit. And then it's crazy thing, I know like a year and a half ago, we had Black Wednesday. And Black Wednesday was, you know, that when WWE let go a bunch of wrestlers. And then I'm going to throw something at you. And I saw this shit. And this is on Wrestlemania's channel, Wrestlegamia. This game right here, WWE 2K20. There are roughly 30 wrestlers that were in this fucking game that no longer work for WWE. Tell me how fucking crazy that shit is. I don't know who works with production, works with the marketing, works with the PR, HR, whatever they got going on in WWE. But this shit is ridiculous. You got fucking people like literally. See, most wrestlers back in the day, dream was to wrestle for the WWE. Right? Now they can say, fuck that. I'd rather be an independent wrestler or wrestle for other promotions. You have companies like AEW, Impact, New Japan, Ring of Honor, all these other different promotions that have handled, because of the pandemic and stuff, they've handled the way they handle their talent so fucking different than what that big WWE does for theirs. Now, being well, maybe some of these wrestlers requested their releases, maybe, but I doubt it. Because just what Aleister Black said, it shocked him. You fucking sit there telling me you scrapped a thing on my back to push me to the moon and had me doing all these vinaigrettes and fucking promos and shit, and all of a sudden you let me go? I take Big E. So what's that leading up to? Not a damn thing. They don't have long-term stories no more, or long-time arcs that connect to keep going for an extended period of time. And it's maybe you can blame some of the fans probably because the two HBO or ACD or whatever about it, because their attention span about this and that doesn't hold their attention as much. But damn, WWE got to get their shit together, man. That's some shit. And this coming from a motherfucker that's been a wrestling fan for 30 plus years, man. I still remember the first time I watched the wrestling show, Saturday Night Main Event. I was about 4 years old, man. I've been watching wrestling since I can remember. And nowadays, as I'm getting older, I don't watch it and stick to it like I used to, but I still keep up with the shit. I'm subscribed to WWE's channel. I'm subscribed to AEW's channel. I'm subscribed to Ring of Honor's channel. I'm subscribed to NWA's channel. I'm subscribed to a bunch of wrestling channels, and also the simple fact is I just sit there and look at stuff like this, especially when you look at shit like this, where you sit there and just basically say a fuck you to the wrestling fans. Because what are we gaining from it? You sit there and keep wrestlers off televisions like Keith Lee, who can pretty much bring money to your product. But you want to wait to see whether or not Brock feels like he wants to come back to wrestle. And this is not a diss at Brock Lesnar, because everybody got to make their money the way they want to make their money. But WWE, you playing in some shit that ain't going to give you no end return. You letting go wrestlers like they fucking dominoes, just flipping them down, man. Come on now. But yeah, this has been like a rant, I guess you could say, because it just eats me. It really kind of pushes me back from wanting to watch the product. And that's fucked up, because there's a lot of great talent and a lot of good wrestlers on WWE television. But it's sad that literally they will get rid of all of them sooner or later over dumb shit. Oh, we want to save money. Like I said, you had a merger with NBC with money. Bam. Fox paying you stupid money when the merger hit. Bam. What the fuck? What is the just greed? Whatever it is, Vince McMahon always said, it's all about the money. But yeah, man, this is Jughead 82 signing out.